Mamma mia, here we go again. My, something, something, something friend. Mamma mia, dancing queen, oh, dancing queen. You can dance, you can have the time of your life.
Shut the fuck up!
That is proof I've not heard enough ABBA songs because I'm sure I got most of that wrong. All right, so if you missed it before, this is honest thoughts on movies that we review as the Nostalgia Critic. Which, by the way, we mentioned the last one, but if there's any movies we've reviewed before on the NC that you want to know our honest thoughts about or just talk about, leave in the comments below. We're definitely looking for what you guys want to hear about. And this is Mamma Mia. This is a film that I definitely didn't like and I thought was awful. But by God, out of all the films we reviewed, you have said this is your #2 most hated angry film. I don't even know if it would make my top 10, but that's fascinating. So I'm just gonna let you have the floor on this one.
I mean, #1, we both can agree, is still Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, that's still #1. That's the worst movie ever reviewed, ever saw. The absolute worst.
But yeah, it's close, actually. It's very
it's
close.
Really close.
I don't know what it is, because I said that I said on my public Facebook that this may be one of the ones that like broke me, and I said I know a lot of you are gonna be like, really, that one, like it could have been anything, like that's the one that broke you. But I can't explain it. I don't know why. But it's almost like this movie was like literally tailor-made just to annoy me and me only. Like literally like...
Rob Mia.
Yeah, somebody out there was literally like, hey, there's this guy named Rob Walker. Let's create the one thing in the universe that could annoy him most. We'll put everything he hates into one... And like... That's what it was.
What was it that annoyed you, Rob?
You want to bring the movie out? Where did the movie touch you?
I mean, I guess you're so filled with emotion about it. Let me try. I'll try to say the stuff that annoyed me, and I'll have you go off of that.
Okay, yeah, please start.
For me,
so I don't know where to begin.
People have said the stage show is better. Watching this movie, I can't imagine anything good coming out of this setup, and I don't hate ABBA.
I can assume maybe the acting in the stage show was better and the singing, because
yes,
Pierce Brosnan and Meryl Streep trying to sing that literally was like a cat and a dog wrestling. Just
There's something, I think for me, because I had to sit through, and this isn't even like the worst or anything, but I had to sit through the Sex and the City movie to review it years ago.
Well, see, I didn't see that, so maybe that would be worse.
No.
But...
It's by no means worse. In fact, honestly, having not seen the show, in the grand scheme of things, the Sex and the City movie is not like the worst, most god-awful movie. It wasn't even like super cringeworthy, but I'm watching this movie, and it's like, oh, it's a chick flick, and that was always the excuse people had, and I just remember thinking to myself, there's
if that's
lots
the case,
of good chick flicks
chicks
out there.
Deserve better.
Yeah, no,
way better.
There's this sense that, you know, you can have something focused much more on a female point of view, and there are just going to be different points of views, you know, based on gender. It's not like...
There's three sorts of chick flicks. There's chick flicks that are legitimately good, maybe can appeal to guys as well. There's your fantasy style chick flicks where it's a bunch of girls getting together to watch a movie and it's an over-the-top ridiculous fantasy, and like, I can't fault women for that. I mean, Christ, look at what we watch as guys. Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
oh yeah, we got
fucking Commando. Yeah, it's awesome, but I'm like, it makes no sense.
Oh, it's stupid.
So,
it's so
yeah,
stupid.
we know this. So anyway, and then there's the chick flicks that are just insulting to the entire female gender, and that was this.
I think there's something,
and it doesn't get a pass because it's a chick flick, because it's bad as a movie, it's bad as a chick flick, it's bad as a musical, it's pretty much bad as everything except for the cinematography, which was decent. Sounds like I'm talking like 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, actually, no. The acting, everything in this Mamma Mia is bad. 50 Shades. It's like, okay, they're trying on the directing, they're trying on the, but I did think a lot of 50 Shades of Grey watching, or vice versa. I thought of Mamma Mia watching 50 Shades. I'm like, I can tell this is a good director just stuck with a bad movie, because this director went on to do Iron Lady, which is a far superior film.
And the movie comes off like that. Like 50 Shades of Grey came off as somebody's like, I got handed shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna at least make this as pretty looking as hell, so I'll get another job and then I'll do a better movie, hopefully.
Yeah, like this is just my foot in the door.
But that may be part of the reason why the movie annoyed me is much, even less so than 50 Shades of Grey, or even more so than 50 Shades of Grey. I felt like there was no real effort to try to put something together that made sense. Like 50 Shades of Grey, I could see at least where they had this shitty book and were trying somehow to make something good out of it and failed miserably. But I could see where but this just was like autopilot. It's like, here's some great cinematography and that's it. Everything else was like, it was like paint by numbers, or just like, here's this song, here's that song, here's this scene, here's that scene. No thought put into it, no rhyme or reason, just here's some shit. Like,
I think there's this sense of, like we were talking about, like with Commando and stuff like that, like we'll watch shit and we'll acknowledge it's shit. I love Transformers, the first Transformers, love it. It's stupid fucking shit. It is so dumb. But at the same time, I think even for shit, there should be a little bit more effort put in. There should be something new, something different, something entertaining.
This at least could have been a so bad it's good, hilariously over the top chick flick. It's not even that. Like, I can't even argue, like, you end up watching a chick flick, with your girlfriend or wife or whatever, or something's on TV and you're just like, well, this looks funny at least. It's not even like funny. Like, haha, oh, this is just kind of dumb. It's just painful. There is no plot. None. Like, from the very beginning, it is the most ridiculous thing where it's like, I'm gonna write to my 3 fathers and...
A few days before my wedding.
A few days before my...
What the hell, you fucking weirdo?
But it's not even like a good, haha, that's so stupid, it's funny plot. It's just stupid.
Yeah, no, they're not treating it like, oh, these people just don't know any better. Or no, I hate it when chick flicks do that, like they do the Julia Roberts and kinda used to be Sandra Bullock thing, where it's like, oh, she's acting like a fucking psycho, but oh, just doesn't know any better. Chicks! We're emotional.
That's it. That is the entire movie. It's literally like Meryl Streep's daughter and her friends are... And
the guys are just...
The guys are like... Wah, wah. And then...
Dim dames.
And then Meryl Streep and her 2 friends are... And like, Meryl, you want the most obnoxious Meryl Streep performance you will ever see in your life. This movie, her entire performance is, I'm shouty, I'm some sort of aging hippie, come on girls, let's do it for us sisters, like...
And you gotta do everything on the down tempo. Everything ends exactly like this.
It literally is if you took Gilbert Gottfried, cut off his balls and gave him ovaries, this is what he would sound like. That is Meryl Streep's performance in this film. So, there's no plot. This is what we were talking about, because in the middle of this movie, I turned to you and I was just like, Doug, I'm sorry, but this is what you're gonna hate most about the film. And you're like, what? I'm like, Moulin Rouge, the film that you hate. Moulin Rouge to me is just, but he can't stand it. Moulin Rouge, which you hate, had a better idea of how to incorporate these very disparate songs into a story. Not a great story, but a story.
They tied into
a narrative. A narrative that made some semblance of sense. You can argue it's a cliched, over-the-top romance.
Still connecting.
But it was a coherent narrative. That movie had a coherent narrative beginning to end. I'm like, this is just random. Some idiot just grabbed random ABBA songs and is like, let's write a plot around this, and like the plot just doesn't make any sense.
My 2 favorites, the ones where I really am like, what the fuck's going on here, is the one where the side character, one of the sisters, this black guy comes out and he's like, hey, can we date? And he sings a song about it. It's like, she's a side character. We don't know who this guy is. Like,
it was a random detour.
And then when the movie is clearly
Can you imagine any sort of chick flick where there's just a side character that gets 15 minutes of screen time randomly for a plot thread that goes nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And, like, there was a whole song and dance number about this, and I'm like...
He never comes back!
I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? I was like the Truman Show. It's like, what are you talking about? What does this have to do with anything? It was like that, like some random ad inserted into... I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And then the other is when the old lady, the other sister, I guess, at the end, like, looks at one of the, possible fathers, and it's just like...
I think it was Skarsgård.
Yeah, no, it's like...
Poor Skarsgård, who, like, came out of Thor 2 with more dignity than he did in this movie, and I think he was running around half naked through that film.
And she's just suddenly like, hey... You want to date me? And it's like, movie's over. Everything that can be...
Everything is over. No, we need another song with this woman who has no character.
Comes out of nowhere.
With Skarsgård, who has just the barest amount of character. And it's like, it's funny because she's old and she wants to date him and there's another song.
This movie is so close to being done, and then they throw in this song. I'm like, you fucking shitting me. There is no reason to have this
the songs have nothing to do with anything. It's almost like a Tommy Wiseau film. It is so, just makes no sense. Like, the decision-making that went on to put this musical together made no sense. And the funny thing is, I was talking to Brad about it, because Brad's like, he's like, Mamma Mia, oh, good God. And
Here we go again.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, no, I haven't seen that movie. And I was telling him, I'm like, I don't even hate ABBA. He's like, that's actually why I don't want to see it, because I legitimately like ABBA, and I get the feeling if I watch this movie, I'm going to hate them forever. And I laugh because I was like, Brad, that's what happened to me. ABBA to me is one of those groups that they exist.
I'm indifferent to it.
I don't hate them.
Some catchy songs.
I don't love them. It was nothing I was into, but I was like, that's fine. They exist, and people like ABBA, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'll tell you this, going in completely indifferent to ABBA, coming out of this movie, I will never be able to listen to an ABBA song without getting violently ill, without either wanting to stab somebody in the eyes or just vomit profusely all over the place. Like, that is how freaking annoying, and I think that's the key. It's that this movie was not just bad, because we review a lot of bad movies, it was obnoxiously in-your-face annoying. Every single scene was just, singing makes no sense. Meryl Streep. And then Pierce Brosnan with his. I can't. My voice is going. That.
Oh man. And it's like nothing. The only song I could think of that actually was sounding okay was the I think "Don't Go Chasing Your Emotions," like the one where they do the Hitler Mario jump, whatever the fuck that was. But the actual accompaniment there, like that sounded okay. All the others, it's just they all are so annoyingly obnoxious, and they're trying so hard not to sound good. It all sounds like karaoke done by your mother.
I heard a story, I don't know if this is true, but some friend told me that apparently Meryl Streep was in interviews around when Mamma Mia came out, and she's like, I don't understand what the big deal is, you just sing, you just do it, you don't need any, they turn the camera on, you sing, and that's it. And I'm like, well, that showed, because it literally sounds like somebody who doesn't know how to sing, has no talent, to sing, without any training whatsoever, was just shoved on camera and said, here, belt this tune out.
I hear at some point she realized when she saw the movie, she's like, ooh, I'm bad, and got lessons for Into the Woods.
And Into the Woods is her redemptive swan song, and even then, I didn't think it was
it's
that
mostly
great.
Still singing like this, but she has nice song.
The fact that she got nominated at all was one of those Oscar jokes of just like, well, it's Meryl Streep because we got to nominate her.
No, but still...
But her performance in Into the Woods, that looked like freaking Citizen Kane, compared to this.
She at least had a few slow songs where she pulled it off fine. If it was, is it Oscar worthy? No, it's funny. I say that usually as a joke, but it's like, no, she actually got nominated. But no, it was totally fine. And in this, just nobody sounds good. Everyone sounds awful.
If that story is true, then shame on her. Yeah, you know what? I would say shame on her, but actually just being caught on camera for all to see singing that badly, that's
Her
shame
shame is
enough.
for everyone to see.
She has already been thoroughly punished because that footage exists and it can't be deleted.
I will say, I don't know if that story is true either, because I tried to find that interview because somebody told me this. I went, ooh, like that'd be great for the review, and I couldn't find it. So that doesn't mean it's not out there. I'm saying we legitimately don't know if it's
I'll tell you this, though. The fact that she went on camera and didn't, after looking at the dailies, go, I quit, get me out of this contract, I will pay you whatever, not to be, like, find someone else who can sing or find somebody to dub me. That is hubris. That is some serious arrogance.
There was a...
Because, like, it is so bad.
Yeah, there was a... they had, like, honest posters for, like, the Oscar picks or whatever, and one was for Into the Woods. Oh, no, what was it? What your parents see when they see movie posters, and the Into the Woods one was, I like Meryl Streep, but her singing? You know, but like I said, it turned out okay.
Into the Woods was better.
She definitely got lessons after that, because that was not the same singing voice we heard in...
I'm surprised she literally had the chutzpah to, you know, actually try it again. But I'll give her credit, it was much better in Into the Woods. But yeah, so it's... She sounds like you're strangling a cat. Like, Pierce Brosnan sounds like you just shot a dog and he's just dying slowly. It is the most horrible, pitiful, like... I closed my eyes, I just saw this dog just on the ground, and I'm like, I can't do this. This is cruel.
And I think for me, like, with the... Because, like I said, I'm one of those people where I totally agree with you about, like, the three kind of different kinds of chick flicks and stuff. Because there are some, like, I think, we were talking to Tamara, and Tamara loves everything. You know, and we were talking about Princess Diaries, and the first one, she's like, I love the first one, I can't help it, I just love it. And it's like, even though I don't like it, like, I get it, that they're commando, you know, like that. We know this is stupid, but it's harmless.
Princess Diaries is Schindler's List compared to this movie.
Yeah, no, there's something to there's not this insulting element of you're a statistic, you're a mathematic equation where if we do this because we see other successful things do this, we'll do that as well. You know, that's sort of the Twilight.
It is the old woman equivalent of those stupid Vegas movies where it's like Morgan Freeman and who the hell else was it?
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, where it's like, here's 4 old actors and they're going to Vegas to have some fun, and it's funny because they're old, and I'm like, you know, or like, it's like the female equivalent of one of those. I'm like, no, this is just insulting to old actors who should have much more dignity than to be in a movie like this.
Well, and here's the thing too, honestly, I mean, you're talking about like this is for, you know, older or middle-aged women and stuff like that, and it's kind of like, don't they deserve better? I mean, it's like, yeah, we can give them their popcorn
I get it.
movie,
There's a bunch of dudes
they...
with their bare chests running around with hot chiseled physiques, but go watch a porno. Like, this isn't this. Porn movies have better plots than this.
Well, there's just gotta be, like I said, I'm not a chick flick entrepreneur.
50 Shades of Grey
had
a plot compared to this. There at least was a plot, not a good plot, but there's no plot to this movie. And that was the problem. It was just song after song after song with no rhyme or reason, no real plot. It's just like, we need an excuse for a song. And they never ended. It just was one constant song. Like, when we would get 3 lines of dialogue and they would launch into another song, and I literally just started like punching my ears, like, and I was like, Doug, make it stop.
It does get really insufferable. Like I said, by the end, just when they kept, it's like we're always so close to the end. He's like, what? You know, wait, let's not get married. They'll sing a song about that. Wait, how about these two get married? Sing a song about that. Here's the reception.
Oh,
sing a song about that.
That was my favorite too.
The movie's over. We're still gonna sing a song about these other two that like fucking whatever. Now are a couple, I guess.
That was my favorite, because having gotten married by a priest, I laugh when it's just like, oh well, guess this marriage isn't going through. Well, marry us, and I'm like, what universe would a priest
like admitted to everyone that you've done pretty much everything not to qualify for a marriage?
That priest is gonna be like, I think you guys need to talk this out first. What the fuck is this?
I know, pronounce you. Shut the fuck up. It makes no sense.
That was the whole movie. The whole movie, just to me, can be summed up in shut the fuck up. You know, and it's not a I hate chick flicks thing. It's not a, you know, my wife likes chick flicks, and I have watched some decent chick flicks, ridiculous chick flicks, over the top, bad, good, and this is the worst I've ever seen. Hands down, the worst I have ever seen. God!
I think there's something too when, like, it's kind of a good feeling when I brought up that, like, you know, Princess Bride is a chick flick, and some people, no, it's not. No, it's not a chick flick. What are you talking about? It's like, guys, it's
totally
fine.
is.
It's good, but it's called The Princess Bride. Chick flick, you know, but there's a sense of like, oh, it can't be good. It can't be good. Of course it can. There is nothing wrong with that. It can be a chick flick and it can be fine. That's like, girls might like a dick flick. Oh, they might like Transformers. They might like The Expendables. Oh, no!
It's like,
you know,
it's
the
like, Expendables isn't a dick flick. It's not a dick flick.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, who the fuck are you kidding? But it's fine. If you like that stuff, there's nothing wrong with it. Nobody's gonna look at you like, oh, well, something's wrong with you. You're betraying your gender. It's like, no, it's fine. These are
and that bothered
very
me too.
broad
I just
strokes
thought
we're
it was
talking
insulting
about,
to women everywhere. Because I'm like, I'm sorry. Older women have personalities. You can do a movie where they're not all, Letty! Look, dudes! Like, God. You know, and even the younger characters, like her daughter is total tart. Just like, she may be a totally fine person as an actress and very smart and intelligent, but the character she plays, like, you can just tell there ain't nothing going on up there.
She's
not
like,
a single thing.
She's that rare combination of stupid and insane.
Yeah. Like, she is the girl that on your first date the red flags go off left and right. Like, if I were marrying some girl, she's like, I decided to invite all three of my fathers and not tell my mother. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. I think we need to talk.
Well, and that is kind of what happens.
That's kind of what happens. And then she's upset. She gets upset at that. And I'm like, you're insane. You're out of your fucking mind. I remember shouting that. I was like, this girl is nuts.
No, and then they don't get married, which he's fine with. He's like, oh, I love you. Well, why aren't you getting married then? But B, even if not, you would not take this easily. Why didn't you fucking say something if this was like...
That tells me one of two things. One, he's insane. Because he just sat here going through all of this marriage crap, and then all of a sudden it's like, let's get married. Or two, he didn't want to get married to begin with.
Either one's not good.
No!
I mean, go along with it anyway.
If I were the girl, I'd be like, you took that way too easily. If I were the guy and knowing how crazy she is, I would have been sitting there thinking, is this a test?
I really want to get married. It's like, yeah, who knows what the fuck's going on in her mind?
You know, and then the other thing is a movie set in beautiful Greece. I mean, the scenery is gorgeous. Starring not a single fucking Greek! Not anybody who looks remotely. The dude is about the closest thing to looking Greek as you get. Even the extras don't look that Greek. Like, how do you set a movie in Greece and it stars all of these stupid white people?
Yeah, and like, once in a while they just come in, it's like, you know, background chorus. Like, that's it. That's all the Greek people.
I will say this. It was great for tourism because, if anything, at least it made me really want to go take a trip to Greece just so I could hug every Greek I find and personally apologize for Mamma Mia. Be like, I'm so sorry. On behalf of America, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Please forgive us.
You know what you know, the two comparisons we made when watching the film, one was that, which I put in the review, was that it's kind of like a Six Flags show that they put on for the little kids to keep, you know, just a break
Only
from the real entertainment.
Only it's meant for the over 40 female crowd.
Yeah, but the other thing I said too is that I think this movie exists for, like, you know, women to, like this, or middle-aged women to talk over. Like, oh, isn't that night what Meryl's saying? Oh, you know, I love this song. Remember the first time you heard that song? Yeah, that, like, you're not supposed to actually listen to it.
This is the movie that your, whatever, quote-unquote girlfriends put on when they're just like, hey, like, let's just make a bunch of cocktails and just, like, talk about shit. And it's like, oh, let's put on a movie. I don't know, Mamma Mia. Oh, that piece, whatever. Like, yeah, and they
like,
throw it on.
Let's just laugh.
Running in the back.
You know, it's
and then
but
occasionally,
I like the songs, and it looks nice, and we laugh.
Not even that.
It,
this is the movie that I think they look at occasionally, and they're just like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah,
I don't know. Or, hey, check out that guy's bod. Like, And that's it. Like, that
can't
is
sing.
that-
No, she can. She can't sing.
No, she can't. What is going on here? Is that Pierce Brosnan trying? Yeah, like that is the only thing I could figure that you would get out of. Oh God, just really watching the review of them, because I preview the reviews before they go up on Tuesdays. 5 minutes into it, when the song started, I had PTSD. I like started shaking, and I was like, "Just turn it off for a second, Doug. Just turn it off. I need a minute. I need a minute." It was like a
Yeah, you're
flashback.
furious watching it again.
There was some like American Sniper shit going on when he threw that on. I was like, ah! Oh.
So, in terms of, did we, was that really what we thought of the movie? No, apparently there was even more anger that could have gotten out from it. I definitely don't like it.
I saw his review and I was like, you were way too kind.
Yeah, like, I definitely don't like it. I dislike a lot more films more than this, but, I'm really
I'll be
impressed
honest.
as number 2.
I'm sure there are worse things out there, but as I said, it was tailor-made to annoy me. And me only. Like, maybe there are others out there who are just as annoyed as I am, but of all the movies I've seen, there was something about every single thing in this movie that just got on my fucking nerves.
You know what? I really think that's like me and Moulin Rouge, which I really do hate Moulin Rouge, but it's like, I know there's worse films. It's a good-looking film and all this stuff, but it's like it just seems like there's some sort of magic formula in there. It's like, I'm just gonna do this to you, and this is gonna be the movie.
Oh, see, no,
or to your head,
No,
or yell in your ear or something.
No. You want to know what Mamma Mia was to me? Here, just hold very still. Here, oh wait. Give me a pen. Ow! That's Mamma Mia. That is what Mamma Mia was to me.
Knocked my phone over.
Fuck!
So, don't think we have much else on top of that.
I hate this movie.
Yeah, I can't think of too much else. This is mostly just a rant, but that's part of the fun. So yeah, if there's any other movies you want to see us talk for reals about, or want to know more about,
hopefully not as bad as Mamma Mia. I'm gonna need like blood pressure medicine or something.
No, but there's definitely ones like I'll get really upset about it. There's still films that'll get us nice and angry, or ones that like like Hook. We like Hook. But
I actually
we'll
like
still
Hook
review it. So I mean,
Jurassic Park. That's another.
Yeah. So any movie you want to see that we review that like you want to know more our real thoughts about it and go into more detail, just leave in the comments below and we'll see if we can do it. So see you next time. Take care.
I'm sorry about your ear.
It's okay. No, it's not.